everybody, Kimberly here. Wanted to pop on for a few things. First, so you could see everybody. Second, I'm going to answer the questions that Herlonda posed the other day. I'm a little behind. Lots going on here. But first, let's say hi to the girls. There's Genevieve. I just can't bear to take that headband off of her. Everybody's in cozy jammies. It's a little chilly here today. And Genevieve is reading, and Zipporah's all cozy and asleep. And Maisha's here playing with a rattle. Everybody's all cozy in their jammies. Wish I were in mine. I am not. Anyway, so there's the girls, and then the two I'm working on are here as well. I just kind of posed them and took some pictures. Today was a very busy day of details. They got their lips done and all their shadowing and their little nail tips done. Still a little bit ways to go. They are going to stay this color, so they're more biracial. They're my lightest babies by far, but for some reason when I added a little more color, I didn't like how they were looking. So they are remaining biracial babies, I guess. But they are oh so sweet, and I am loving them very, very much. I have a thing for twin girls, and they are twin girls. Anyway, so the questions that Herlonda posed were, number one, what is your nickname and how did you get it? I don't really have a nickname right now. When I was a little girl, my nickname was Missy. My father called me that. Apparently he called my mother that before I was born, and he just started calling me that when I was born. And then my mother is one of 11, so there's a large family on my mom's side, and there are a lot of boys. My mom's siblings either had no boys, or no matter how many children they had one girl. So, for example, my one aunt had 8 children, only one was a girl. And in my generation, I finally had a cousin who had 2 daughters. But everyone in my generation of cousins, either there's one girl or no girls in the family. So a lot of my cousins called me sis. I guess I was making up for them not having sisters. So that's, currently I don't really have a nickname, other than endearing terms my husband calls me. Number 2, do you go to church? Why or why not? Now that's a very interesting question and kind of hard to answer. I grew up going to church. We went to church on Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night youth group when I got older. We went to, for the majority of my childhood, the church we went to was, I believe, Pentecostal. And then we switched to non-denominational. I liked it much better. It wasn't as legalistic. Now, currently, since we've moved, I have not been going to a church. I haven't really looked for a church. I need to. I feel closest to God when I'm by water or when I'm in Africa. And I did attend church in Africa and loved it so very much. My relationship with God is I have a personal relationship with Him. I talk to God all day long, constantly. I believe very much in Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit, but I don't feel I have to go to church to talk to God, and I know that wasn't the question, but I don't feel by not going to church I'm doing anything wrong. It's very hard to explain what living in Africa did to me in that regard, except, sitting on the street talking to a homeless person and feeling so close to God in that moment and realizing that, there but for the grace of God go I, but also they were so happy, and whatever little thing you gave them, they were so grateful for. And to just see that joy in their eyes and, be hugged and loved by that. I mean, how much closer to God can you get? I had an amazing experience. I had, lots of things growing up that I came to terms with when I lived in Africa. And I remember our friends and I went to a waterfall. It was actually kind of dried up, but at the top of it was a church, but also at the bottom of it was a church. And when we got there, they were having a sunset service. And so there were all these people sitting outside, and we were very respectful. I covered my head with the scarf, and then we walked up, and I just had this amazing experience. And it's amazing, sitting on a rock at the top of a hill or a dried out waterfall in Africa, feeling so close to God. And so I don't necessarily feel that the four walls of a church is where I always need to be. I do enjoy it, and I realize, the scripture does say not to forsake the assembly of the saints, but I don't think that has to be in a brick building. That's my personal opinion. Again, I think church should be held outside next to a body of water, preferably. That is where I feel closest to God, in a field, in a forest, anywhere in Africa, walking the streets there. I guess that's a really long way of saying that I currently do not go to a church. Anyway, are you a spender or a saver? That's an interesting question. I will save everywhere I can. I'm all for a bargain. I'm all for a deal. I negotiate everywhere. Obviously, some places like, Walmart and the grocery store, you can't do that. But larger items like furniture and cars and stuff like that, you can certainly negotiate prices. I love coupons. I love to save where I can. But I will also pay money for things that I value and would like. So, I save up for things. I'm very proud of the things I have. I work very hard for my money, and when I do save to buy something, I feel very proud of myself. And so I guess I save so I can spend. I guess that's how you put it. I love coupons, and I love stocking up. Since we have moved here, which has now been a couple months, I have not had to buy things like toilet paper, paper towels, any kind of toiletries, shampoo, mouthwash, all that stuff. Because I had such a large stockpile of it that I had coupons for when we were living in Ohio. So none of that has had to be purchased since I've lived here. So I do shop. I shop wisely. I guess that's a good way to put it. Number 4, if I woke up a millionaire, what is the first thing I would do? I believe, having worked for very, very wealthy people, I believe the value of money is that it buys you time. A lot of people say that money is the root of all evil, but the actual phrase is the love of money is the root of all evil. I have no problem with people having great amounts of wealth. It's how they choose to utilize that wealth that I think is important. So the first thing I would do in regards to my comment about time is I would free my husband from his job, because that would buy us time together. So the first thing I suppose I would do is tell my husband he no longer had to go to a job. Then everything else, I would love to say I'd pack my bags and move to Africa, because that is where I would love to be every moment of every day. And perhaps that is what we would do. But I believe the best thing to do with the money would be to help others. And obviously make sure we have enough to live off of. But the remainder would go toward things we already invest in, children going to school in Africa, orphans, and helping other people in Africa. That's kind of what we do a lot of. I'm trying to think what else would we do. We would pay off bills like the house and whatever, so that we wouldn't. But again, if we were moving to Africa, we would just sell the house. Anyway, I guess it would just buy time. And I think it is one of the best things you can do is spend time with the people that you love and doing things that you love. And we both love to help people in need. And so I think we would spend the rest of our lives helping other people. 5, what kind of collector are you? Do you buy for looks, love, coloring, or prototype? Or a prototype kind that likes to have limited sculpts or prototypes? I'm not really sure what I would call myself. I guess I fall in love with kits. So, for example, Genevieve is the Fridolin kit, and I have loved that kit from the first time I saw it ages ago, and I was constantly, and even to this day, always type in to eBay and Etsy, Reborn Fridolin. I would love a blank kit of her. The most recent ones I've seen of her blank kit have gone for $500. So I guess I fell in love with a kit, and this is the Thandy kit. I fell in love with this as a kit. And so then her also Mama's Little Monkey, I fell in love with the kit. And so I guess for love, I love the kit, and then none of my dolls currently are prototypes, so I don't own any of those. I guess I fell in love with the kit, and I think Zipporah is a limited edition. Yes, she is, and so is Genevieve, but Maisha is an open edition, I believe. She does not have a number, so it's not that I fall in love with limited editions per se. Again, even the kits I paint, I have to love the kit, and then I will paint it. So, I guess to answer that question, I fall in love with kits. I guess that answers it. Anyway, that is the answer to those questions. And now if you have been able to stay with this entire video, which is nearly 12 minutes long, I would like to announce that I am going to do a giveaway. I quite a while ago realized I was at 200 subscribers, but because of everything going on with the move and just life in general, I was unable to do anything for that. So I would like to have a 200 subscriber giveaway. I think I'm close to 250, but I'm not going to wait for that. So here's what I would like to do. Again, don't put anything in the comments. I don't want anything mentioned about it because I like that people have watched my video to find out about it. I love watching people's videos, and I try to comment as often as I can, but I'm watching a lot of videos while I'm painting. So, for example, I'll go to someone's channel, and I'll just click in their videos, and then they play their videos back to back, and I can just watch them. So I do try to comment in between, so I do watch your videos. And recently, Lori did a video about essential oils, and so it got me to thinking about a great way to have a giveaway. Now, I don't know what the prize is, but I promise you it'll be something fabulous. So this contest will be open, let's see, what is today? Today's Thursday the 13th. So I will keep it open until next Friday, which would be the 21st. So Friday the 21st of November, you have until then. What I would like you to do is make a video about another hobby you have beside reborning. And then just title that video, My Other Hobby. And then that'll be your entry into the contest. And don't say anything in your title that you're in a contest. I mean, you can say it in the video, I suppose. But I would like you to showcase your other hobby that you have, or, just one. I'm sure you all have more than just reborning as a hobby. And I will make a video of one of my other hobbies in the next couple days. And I will do one on essential oils as well, because I swear by them. And I will explain a little bit about what I do with essential oils and showcase my little apothecary to you. But that's what I would like you to do. Just make a video that says My Other Hobby, and then once I've watched it, I will comment on your video, and that's how you'll know you're entered into my contest. And it will be open through next Friday the 21st. So over the weekend, my husband might be off, so sometime over the weekend or Monday, one of those days I'll do the drawing. I can't promise it'll be Saturday. If my husband's home, it will not be. So by Monday, the 23rd, 4th, I will do the drawing and have a winner. So anyway, again, make a video showcasing a hobby you have other than reborns. Title it My Other Hobby. And I will comment on your video, and that's how you'll know you're entered. Don't say anything in the comments under this video or you'll be disqualified. I don't want anybody knowing there's a contest based on the title of my video or comments left under the video. If anything doesn't make sense, please send me a private message and I will answer your questions about what is required for this contest. And then I will put together a fun little prize box. I like it to be a surprise because if I show you the prizes, then you get a box at your door that you know what it is. So I think it's really fun to get a box of surprises. Anyway, have a lovely evening. I do apologize for the length of this video, but I had a lot of ground to cover. So the lovely ladies are going to go to bed now. There they are. And then here's the other lovely little ladies who are waiting for some more paint and some hair and bodies and one of them eyes and all that hair and eyelashes. And here's my very messy workstation after today. And then there's little Asriel just perched up there and Corey in all his glory. Bless him. Anyway, ladies, thank you so very much for watching and bearing with me during all these transitions, and things are settling down here. We're making some progress, and life is great. Blessings to all. Thank you. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.